But we're going to continue with our NL East preview. We'll start with the Braves in this segment. They lost Brian McCann, of course, to the Yankees. And they lost Tim Hudson to the Giants. They picked up Ryan Domit. And that was pretty much their only main pickup this offseason. They have a young rotation out to prove themselves. I think they're very talented and good. But, nobody's really proven. They got to solidify that. Brandon Beachy's coming back from Tommy John surgery.
I love Brandon Beachy.
I loved him before.
He was a Cy Young candidate before he got hurt.
He had an ERA of under
something?
2. Yeah. He was 1.9 or something like that before he got the Tommy John.
If he can come back and he can pitch to that effectiveness, the Braves are just a dangerous team all around.
They are. But they do have a lot of questions, particularly at second base and center field, mainly Dan Uggla, B.J. Upton. All right, now over-under. B.J. Upton hitting .230.
I'll go over.
You'll go over?
I'm going over.
You going over with that? How about you, Troy?
I'll say over.
Over?
Yeah.
I'm going to say under.
The better question is the strikeouts.
Yeah.
Over, under, 200.
Over. Always over.
How about 250?
All right, how about Dan Uggla?
I say under. What's over, under? What are you saying?
Let's go back to 230.
Under.
Under?
I say he barely hits 200.
Is there something wrong with his eyes still or something like that? That was a problem with that. Last year, what was his average? 179? Yeah. Maybe over under 200. I'll say that.
That would be a better question. That would be tough.
Yeah. They have some questions, but, they locked in. They didn't really add anybody, but they locked in players on their team. They got Freddie Freeman.
How about that contract?
Freddie Freeman's contract? Yeah, it's nice. I'm sure he's taking his family out to dinner with that stuff almost once a weekend.
Dinner? He can
buy a restaurant.
Yeah.
They also locked in. Who else they lock in?
Hayward for 2 years.
They locked in Hayward. They locked in Simmons for quite some time. But who's the catcher? Doman or Gaddis? I think it's the white. I think it's the what's his nickname? The White Bear, but it's in Spanish.
Is that Gaddis?
Yeah.
Okay. I agree with that then.
Yes.
I think they should go with Gaddis. I think that gives them the better.
Blanco Oso. Yes. Or Oso Blanco. It's switched. That's Evan Gaddis' nickname because he played in the Venezuela or Mexican league or something like that, and that's the nickname that they gave him.
I'm just going to Evan Gaddis just because he has the same name as me.
Oh, that's well thought out, Evan. Thank you. So I agree with that. Evan Gaddis, I think, should be the starter. He wowed a lot of people with his bat rookie year last year.
Didn't he play some outfield last year?
Yeah, he played outfield because McCann was behind the plate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
Too bad he's on the Yankees now.
Oh, yeah. This bullpen's probably their strength, hands
absolutely.
down. I love their bullpen, of course.
They added Walden.
I think they had him.
I thought they just added him. I don't think they had him last
year. Did they add him
Did they add him at the trade deadline?
Where was he last year?
Wasn't he on the Angels?
2013 Braves.
Oh, really?
Yep. They added him 2 years ago.
Oh.
All right, let's go to the Nationals. They were disappointing last year at 86 and 76. They missed the playoffs after having I think it was the best record in the NL the year before. They gained Doug Fisher, got backup catcher Jose Lobaton. They gained Jeremy Blevins, who's a lefty in the arm. They didn't have one of those before in the bullpen. Lefty arm in the bullpen. Didn't have one of those before. Lost Dan Herron. I don't think they're crying about that.
They added Fister.
They added Fister, who's probably better than that, I'd say, personally. The question is, can they stay healthy? With Zimmerman, Worth, Harper's always running into walls, getting himself concussed. Strasburg had Tommy John. He's a little bit injury-prone. Can they stay healthy?
That's the biggest question for them. I mean, I think the key is Zimmerman's health. Zimmerman and Harper's health. I think Harper will be healthy this year. I'm worried about Zimmerman.
Yeah, me too.
Because his throwing motion,
it's funky.
He goes sidearm way too much. Tries to throw submarine almost.
Yeah, he's getting some elbow injuries and things like that.
I don't know if he can stay healthy.
Adam LaRoche, very good year 2 years ago. Not so good year last year. He's always had that up and down career. You're saying a bounce back for LaRoche?
Bounce back.
And of course, Ian Desmond was 2020 guy last year.
I think Espinosa is not going to get the starting job. I think that Rendon is going to get it.
Yeah.
I think he'll win it out.
I think he's actually their the number one second baseman on the depth chart.
It's his job to lose.
I think so.
If
Yeah.
he bats 250 and Espinosa bats 250, he gets the nod over.
Definitely. I definitely agree with that. Their bullpen's nice. Clippard and Storen setting up Soriano. If Soriano struggles, Storen could easily go into that role too. They improved their club. I don't see the Braves improving their club. I think the Nationals improved their club. The Braves pretty much stayed the same. In fact, they might have lost by losing McCann. We did the Mets with Steve Inman. We're going down to the Phillies. Added A.J. Burnett, Marlon Byrd, who was the first big quotations, free agent signing in the past offseason, and they got Miguel Gonzalez from a Hispanic league. This is going to be his first year in the league. He's like their number 4 starter right now. I'm convinced that they got to win out. He's got to win his spot in the spring training, but they also added him. Roy Halladay, retired. But, they're probably not missing him. He wasn't really that good last year. He was injured last year, and, he went out on his own terms. But they have a lot of ifs.
They have Carlos Ruiz back, which is a big plus for them.
Right.
Hopefully, healthy season, stays out of the whole PED talks again.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem. Their average age is 31. I'm not sure if that's the oldest, but it's up there. Yeah, definitely. Howard, Utley, Rollins, Ruiz. That's a great infield, including Cody Ashe or something like that, third base. But that's a great infield. But they're just injury prone and older now.
Do you think Howard's going to have a good year?
I don't even know. He's got to stay healthy. I think he'll probably hit like 230, maybe like 25 home runs.
That's it?
Yeah, I don't see him hitting like 35, 40 home runs anymore.
I think he's going to hit 35.
I mean, of course, playing in the bank, Citizens Bank Park, is going to help him a lot with that. So you might be right, but I
think he'll hit 35. I think he'll regain some decent form.
He had 11 last year.
Yeah, he hasn't hit 30 for 2 straight years.
I mean, of course, he's been injured with that ACL and things like that. So
I'll give him 35 though.
I'm not a big fan of their bullpen. I think that's the weakness, but they got Hamels, Lee, and A.J. Burnett. That's their top 3. I like it. You don't like it?
I like it, but I just don't think it's going to be effective enough.
3 ace pitchers.
I think that's a fantastic.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
They replaced Holiday with Burnett. I
don't think Burnett's going to have the year.
I don't know if he will have the year he had last year. I don't know if they're going to have he's going to be the $16 million man that he should be, that he is. I don't think he's going to be that. But I think him at number 3, a number 3 starter, I'll take it any day of the week.
Do you see them trying to trade Cliff Lee if they're not in it, which I don't think they will be? Do you see them trying to trade Lee or Hamels?
I don't know. Maybe Lee's always in talks, but
Lee's always in talks.
But like they haven't
serious consideration.
I don't know. If they're not in it, possibly, yeah. I think so. This is the year because they're such an older team. I think they need some sort of prospects, and I think Lee could get them the most. Things just need to go right with them. Now the Marlins, the lowly Miami Marlins. The pitching rotation isn't all that bad. Of course, they got Rookie of the Year, Jose Fernandez.
I like Fernandez.
They got
Eovaldi. They have Turner, and they have
Alvarez, who pitched the no-hitter on the last game of the year last year. For those of you who didn't even know about that, he actually pitched a no-hitter the last game of the year.
Their relief pitching is a little shaky.
Oh, yeah. Steve Chizik's their closer. I think he's got some talent, but
he's inconsistent, though.
Exactly. They added Jared Saltalamacchia, a young catcher. Well,
like
29.
Salty. I like Salty now that he's not on the Red Sox. So.
There you go. They also added, get this, probably the free agent signing of the year, Rafael Furcal.
Oh, yeah.
They got him at second base. They're good. They're set. I mean, I don't know. He's coming off, I think he's actually coming off Tommy John surgery.
Yeah, he's coming off some type of injury.
Yeah, on the arm. I like the left fielder Christian Yelich. Can Giancarlo Stanton stay healthy?
I mean,
Does he want to stay healthy?
That's the better question. I feel like he sat out more games than he could have.
I don't know about that.
Who wants to play for the Marlins at this point?
I don't know. He's paying him, whatever.
The park's 500 feet big.
It's true, and he's the only one that can hit it out of there consistently.
And he can break a scoreboard.
Oh, my God. Off of Jamie Moyer. I think we could have hit one out off of Jamie Moyer, to be honest with you. But not off the scoreboard, no.
It broke the scoreboard.
We couldn't break the scoreboard. So, I mean,
was a shot.
The Marlins, the outfield's got talent. Nothing really else, though. I'm sorry to say, for the Marlins. But, I mean, maybe, is this the year Stanton gets traded? They're definitely not in it. I'm going to say that right now.
Yeah, absolutely not. But how many years do you think Stanton has left in his contract?
I have no idea.
I mean, because I know they want to ideally build around him, but they
definitely
can't keep him.
I know.
Once his contract's up, he's gone.
Who are they going to trade? For Call? They're not going to trade Fernandez.
No, I don't think they're touching their pitching.
No, I don't think so either. That's something that they can, speak highly of.
I think.
All right, it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, it will be.
NL East, I don't know if they're going to be really good this year or like just mediocre. Like I don't know if the division leader is going to win 95 or like 87. Like I don't know.
It doesn't really make a difference because the Marlins aren't winning more than.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm not saying the Marlins. I'm saying
just
the division leader. I don't know if it's going to be really good or just eh.
I think it would be close between the top two.
I think so too. I think it's going to be close between the top three.
Sorry, but no.
Okay. All right, so who's the picks?
Starting from the bottom?
Yeah, starting from the bottom. All right, so can we all agree that the Miami Marlins are the 5th place team?
No.
No?
Yes.
Okay, good. I was going to punch you if you said the Mets.
I was thinking about it just to piss you off.
All right, 4th place team. Who do you got?
The Mets.
I got to go with Philly.
You got to go with Philly?
I got to go with Philly. It could be biased for the Mets because I do really love the Mets.
Yep.
But I'm going to go Philly.
Philly, of course, came in 4th last year. I'm going to say the Mets.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow,
I'm
that's
saying,
shocking.
I'm saying the Mets coming 4th.
I thought you were going to,
They just had too many question marks. I mean, if everybody plays up to their potential, if Ike Davis can hit 30 home runs, and if he's the starter, there's just too much. They don't have a team right now. They don't have a full team.
Is if they can stay healthy. If they can stay healthy.
That's everybody.
Yeah. But the Mets are notorious for getting injured.
That's true. They got to stop that, though.
It's just the Mets.
The stems. How about 3rd place, Evan?
I got the Phillies.
You got the Phillies?
Yeah, I put the Phillies there.
And you don't think they're going to be in it by the end?
No.
No?
I think it's a 2-team race.
Okay. How about you, Atticus?
I'm going with the Mets.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's
well, thank God.
Good for you.
Thank God you didn't put them any higher.
I got the Phillies. I got the Phillies fighting for a wild card berth. I think now is the year that they get healthy.
I don't see it.
I mean, they may be one of the oldest teams in the league, but so were the Red Sox last year. So were the Yankees in 2009. I don't think age.
Red Sox,
I don't think age is a problem.
I think
it's a bit of a problem, but I don't think it's a huge problem.
Well, if they think about Utley, all right, my knee hurts already 1 week into the season.
Utley had a good season last year.
If his knee hurts 1 week into the season, though,
what about
he's done.
That's an if. I didn't say that they don't have any ifs.
It's a valid if.
I'm going to say with the Mets in 3rd, I don't think that they're going to contend for anything.
Oh yeah, me neither.
Yeah. Putting them in 3rd, I don't think the Mets or Philly will be contending for anything.
All right.
I think that it will be a 2-person race.
Okay, now who's
Nationals
in third. Nationals in 3rd?
Or second? Second, yeah.
I'm going with the Braves.
You going with the Braves?
I'm going with the Braves.
Me too. I got the Braves coming in 2nd. They didn't improve.
No, I don't think that.
I didn't think that they improved themselves.
I really like Beachy. I like Beachy coming back. I love their bullpen. I think Freddie Freeman's going to have an even better year. Hayward hopefully will stay healthy and not break his jaw again.
Neese did that. John Neese hit him in the face with that pitch. And of course, you have the Braves first, Evan.
Braves first, yeah.
Atticus, you have the Nationals, and so do I. So each one, we have different. I think that's the first time.
Yeah.
That each one of us have a different standings. All right, so next week, we won't have a show due to spring break. But the week after that, we're going into the AL. That worked out perfectly.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, we had the week off, and then we're going to go in the AL. We're going to do the AL West, so that's going to be fun. But, as you can tell, I got John Fargady singing center field right now. I'm looking forward to it. Yankees are playing today, spring training. We got about a half hour left. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. Then we're going to finish up the show with some NBA talk, and we're going to get to know Troy a little bit more. So stick around. You don't want to miss it. Here on the Sports Stop on WSJU Radio, the voice of St. John's University.